When I was in college in my second year, I take an exam so that then I could enter university. At the same time, I also had classes in college, in other subjects, so it was really studying many subjects for me. In the end, I managed to pass this exam. So let me tell you about 4 steps how I studied many subjects without crying and stress. Step 1. Make a clear schedule. As you can see, I wrote it for you. You can also write like this, and for example, you studying for example 10 different subjects, yeah? That is, on Monday you can, for example, write here one subject, for example, math, yeah? And second, for example, biology, yeah? That is, for example, like this. You write this, and then on Tuesday like the same 2 subjects, then 2 subjects, then 2 subjects, yeah? And that is, it's already 8, that is, for example, also, for example, 1 only subject, yeah, and this also 1 only subject, yeah, that is like this. And at Sunday, for example, rest. This schedule really will help you. That is, you will know that on Monday you must to learn math and like mathematics, yeah, and biology. On Tuesday, for example, like history, yeah, and something else. That is, it depends on what subjects you have, and for example, this can be anatomy, yeah. That is, if you are studying at medical university, also like me, yeah. That is different subjects. If you are studying at school, at university, it also doesn't matter. That is, you can use this anywhere. You can create like this schedule, write all of this. For example, if you studying like 15 subjects, yeah, different subjects, that's really a lot. Then, and these subjects you need also for exam. And you want to prepare, to start preparation right now, yeah? That's just, for example, you can use it like you want, yeah? Here you can, for example, also write another schedule, yeah, and here write, for example, the 3rd subject, yeah, that you also will learn on Monday, for example, if this will be a lot of subjects, yeah? The main thing is to have this schedule, because with the help of this you will know, like I said, when and where. Also you can, for example, write this near this somewhere, for example, time, yeah, that is at 8, for example, AM, yeah, you will study this, for example. And here also you can write like 1 PM, for example. That is, you can create a schedule like this and also like change this whenever you want. That is, it will be more comfortable for you, yeah. Step number 2, rest between studying. That is, for example, at Monday you must study math, yeah, at 8 AM. If you study this, yeah, you study, for example, and after this you must rest, for example, for 30 minutes, or if you want more, if you need more rest, yeah, then rest more. That is, you must replenish your energy, and you must really prepare for next session, that is studying biology. Because if you just will finish studying math, then after this you immediately will go and start study biology, yeah. You will not rest, and you will really, at the end of this session of studying, you will feel very tired. You will feel fatigue, yeah, and like on the next day, on Tuesday, yeah, you must also will study these 2 different subjects. That is, for example, history and something else, yeah. And for this, on this session, you will be very tired, and you will not want to start this session, because you know that you will not have any rest, yeah, between these 2 sessions. That is, you will must to study a very long period of time, and you will feel very tired at the end of this session, and you don't like this feeling because you already know this feeling. So you will like create some obstacles, yeah, to not start this. For example, you are very tired, you want to play games, I don't know, better to play games than start this session, yeah, because you feel very tired, will feel very tired, yeah. That is, you will start to procrastinate. So it's important to make this that you will really enjoy this, yeah. I know that it's hard to study math, I know that it's hard to study biology, I know that in general studying is really hard, but if you will create a rest between sessions, if you will rest in time, then it will be more enjoyable for you, because you know that you will study and you will have rest. That is, during this rest you can, for example, even play a game, I don't know, do different physical exercises, maybe go for a short walk with friends, yeah, and so on. That is, you know that you will have time to rest. And in this way you will not feel so tired after this session, yeah. You will replenish your energy, and when you start studying biology, for example, you will really become more focused on this subject, and you will not focus on how much minutes you need to study before this ends, yeah? You will not focus on this, you will focus really on studying. Step number 3, choose a day off. That is, choose a day. For example, here I chose Sunday, yeah? That is, in this day you will just day off, you will not study any. That is, you will just rest, you will just do like physical training, yeah, that is whenever you want. You will even, for example, play games, not a lot, but for example, if you will, with the help of this, you will really replenish your energy, yeah, you will have a very great rest, then why not, yeah. Also, in this day, for example, you can partying with friends, walking with friends, I don't know, play football, for example, with friends, yeah. Or for example, you will have a very good sleep, yeah. That is, you will sleep more hours than you usually sleep. That is, with the help of this day, you must replenish the whole your energy at 100%. That is, with the help of this energy, then you can study this whole week. Oh, you didn't see it, yeah. Here, I wrote that during this the whole week, you must have energy to study this the whole week. But of course, if you have during these 5 days classes or lessons, then of course choose day off, for example, at Saturday or Sunday, yeah? Like this, I write it on Sunday, for example. But on Sunday, I think that you will must to do like different homeworks, yeah, so it's better, I think, choose this on a Saturday. Personally, when I'm studying in my college, yeah, when I take this exam, yeah, in 5 different subjects, that is, I don't remember that I really took this day off. I remember that I like studying almost every day, or really like every day, yeah. I didn't remember that I really took this day off when I really like planned this, yeah. That is, I have this schedule, that is, I have that on Monday I study these subjects, on Tuesday these subjects, yeah, and so on. But I didn't remember that I really have this day off. That is, I just think that if I took this day off, that is, it's not scheduled was, yeah, it wasn't in my schedule, that is, I just very tired maybe, yeah, and then I took this day off. But other time, if I remember correctly, I just studied every day, because I just get used to it, yeah, maybe. That is, I just know that I must study something every day. I just don't know what to do during the day. That is, I just know that I must do something during the day, every day. Because if I will not do something, I will feel very that I didn't do something. That is, I'm just wasted this day, something like this. But in any way, I recommend do this day off to replenish energy, because you will, like me, that is, someday feel tired, and after that already, you will anyway take this day off. But I didn't feel like stressed, I didn't feel cried, yeah. Yes, I felt tired, but that is because I studied a lot during this week, yeah. And to be tired for me is good. That is, it means that I really did something. That's it's good for me personally. And step number 4 is really difficult step. That is, you can create this schedule. You can really like choose the day off when you will rest, yeah, during the day. You can write all of these subjects, yeah, write all of this very great planned schedule and so on. But then when the time comes that you must study, you must sit and start study, like biology, for example, you will be lazy. You just continue, for example, playing games, yeah? You will not start, just, for example, you will say, okay, today I didn't want to start it, okay, I will start, for example, on Tuesday, yeah? And on Tuesday you also will not start, then on Wednesday, and so on. You already did so much work, but you just wasted your time because you don't use it, yeah? And I think that it depends on your goal. That is, if you have a very cool goal that really motivate you to do something that you really need to accomplish, to achieve this goal, yeah? If you really have this goal, then you will follow this schedule. You will study on Monday and Tuesday and so on. You will study every day. You will follow all of this schedule on time. That is, if you must study at 8 AM math, then you will study this at this time. But if you even didn't have any goal, of course you can don't follow this schedule. Of course you can skip some days and so on. So please choose very carefully your goal. If you right now don't have any goal, then sit and write it, because it's very important. And this goal then will force you to follow this schedule, because you really want to achieve this, and you will just see that, for example, you want to skip Monday, yeah, you want not to study today, yeah, but you will remember your goal, you will remember that you want to achieve it, you need this, and this feeling will defeat laziness, and you will start studying.